Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Donald Duck and the Magic Mailbox from 1978. So let's get started. Donald Duck looked into his mailbox. Inside, 4 bills, 2 letters marked patches due, and a menu from the Zippy Pizza Parlor. He complained, "All I ever find in the mailbox is dull stuff like that. Why can't I ever get any good mail?" "It could be worse, Uncle Donald," said his nephew Louis. "Kids like us never get any mail at all," said his nephew Dewey, "except for reminders from the doctors what our shots are due," added his nephew Huey. Just then, a raggedy old piano truck with a sign "Antique Buy and Sell" painted on its side came chugging down the street. It stopped in front of Donald's house, and a chubby man with a bright, cheerful eye leaned out. "My dear fellow," said the man, "do you know what a dull, ordinary mailbox you have?" "I suppose so," said Donald. "I know that it's always full of dull, ordinary mail, but picking up the daily mail should be a happy, sparkling adventure," said the man. "And it would be if you had this." And from inside the truck, the man brought out a most delightful mailbox. It was a gem of a mailbox. It looked like a little house painted vine growing up the walls to the red tile roof. The front door opened on tiny brass hinges so that the postman could put letters inside. "Charming, isn't it?" said the man. "And there isn't another one like it in all the world. Now you seem like nice folks, so I'll let you have it at a special price, only $10.95." Donald laughed. "It is cute," he said. So he gave the man $10.95. The man handed over the mailbox and drove off in his raggedy truck. "I don't suppose it really makes any difference," said Donald. He took down the old mailbox and put the new mailbox in its place. "I'll still get the same old dull mail, and we won't get any mail at all," said the boys. Donald was wrong. The boys was wrong too. For the next morning, when they went out to get the mail, they didn't find any bills or letter marked posted due. There was only one envelope in the new mailbox. It was addressed to Dewey. "Wow," he cried, "my very own letter." Then he opened the letter and it read, he opened the letter and read it, and he began to run around in small joyful circles. "I have been picked from the kids who go to Duckbird School," he shouted. "Today I am guest of honor at Bingland Brother Circus. They don't want me to be lonely, so they sent 4 tickets. Can I bring 3 friends?" So Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Donald went off to the circus, which was a very fine circus. Indeed, they saw lions, tigers, elephants, and acrobats. They sat in the box seat. They had their picture taken from the newspaper. "Maybe the new mailbox is a lucky mailbox," said Dewey. "I never got circus tickets before." "The mailbox had nothing to do with it," said Donald. You would have gotten the tickets anyway." The next morning, Donald began to wonder about the new mailbox. For the next morning, there was a letter for Huey in the new mailbox. When Huey read the letter, he turned handsprang across the front yard. The Duckbird diving school is giving away scuba gear. He cried, I'm getting 4 sets so I can go diving with 3 friends. So Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Donald spent a grand day diving in the ocean. They chased the little fish and raced with the big fish. Dewey was quite sure that he saw a merman, a mermaid, dart away from hiding beneath a reef. Why not? He said. We have a magic mailbox that brings keen letters to kids. Why can't there already be a mermaid? Oh, fiddle faddle, said Donna. We have a mailbox that looks like a house. It's cute, but it's not magic. On the third day, however, Donna was waiting eagerly at the boys for the postman to pass. There was nothing for Donna in the mailbox, but there was a letter for Louie. Yippee, yelled Louie. It's from Duckbird's sporting goods store. They picked me to be Duckbird Outdoor Kid of the Month. I win a tent and 4 sleeping bags so I can go camping with 3 friends. Great, said Donald. We'll go. So Donald and the boys spent the weekend camping in the mountains. They hiked the trails to the high peak. They fished for trout in the clear, sparkling stream. On Sunday night, Donald and the boys packed and headed for home. They wanted to be up early on Monday to wait for the mailman. Dewey had a letter from the circus, said Donald. Huey had one from the diving school. Louie had one from the sporting goods store. If the mailbox ever had a letter, had letter for a grown-up, it will be mine's turn tomorrow. Sure enough, there was a letter for Donald. The next morning, it was from a circus or a diving school or a sporting goods store. It was from Grandma Duck. Dear Donald, said the note, please look in the shop in town and try to find a mailbox for me. I had one shaped like a little house with doors that open on tiny brass hinges. Last week I had a garage sale and I was out in the corn patch. Gus Goose was minding the sale and he sold the mailbox by mistake. I guess the mailbox isn't already ours, said Louie, when Donald had finished the letter. I guess it belonged to Grandma, said Huey. Donald sighed, a mite sight. Then he took down the mailbox. He and the boys got into the car and set out for Grandma Duck's farm. There's one nice thing about this, said Donald, as they turned in at Grandma Lane. I can't think of anyone who deserved to get goodies in the mail more than Grandma deserved to get goodies in the mail. Grandma was terrible pleased when she saw the mailbox. Why, you found one exactly like mine, she said. We think it's the same mailbox, said Donald. We think the antique dealer who sold it to us got it from your garage, though. By the way, where did you get it? It was in the attic when I moved into the house, said Grandma. I just never got around to putting it up until last week. I see, said Donald, in a sad little voice. Then he fashioned the mailbox to Grandma's fence post, and he and the boys drove home. Donald pulled up his darling old mailbox again, and he started to get dull, ordinary mail. He got bills and another menu from Zippy Pizza Parlor, and the boys got no mail at all. It would have been very, very boring, except for the note that Grandma sent every few days. In Grandma's note, she always invited Donald and the boys to hurry out to the farm to share the exciting things that had started arriving in Grandma's mailbox. You can believe that Dino and the boys always did hurry out to the farm, and they did found heap of mysterious things like beach balls and bathing suits and bicycles and hiking boots. And when Dino and the little ducks had finished trying on the bathing suits and playing with the beach balls, they always had dinner with Grandma Duck. They had corn fritters and apple pie and shortcakes and all matters of good things to eat. And after dinner, they always agreed that it's far, far better to have Grandma with a magic mailbox than to have a mailbox yourself. If you don't think so, perhaps you can be excused. Perhaps you have never had dinner with Grandma Duck. So that was Donald Duck and the Magic Mailbox from 1978. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.